What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing the titles going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. So, as y'all know, this is no surprise. This is no surprise whatsoever. We all know how AOC and the rest of the left are feeling about Americans, and we clearly see that. This individual just said it out loud. AOC says she's working AOC says working Americans didn't suffer enough for the Democrats to get what they wanted. Check it out.
That they're learning is that Democrats are weak, and that next time we just need to hurt working people and working Americans more to get them to fold. And I don't want them to learn that lesson.
Democrats hate you, folks. They absolutely hate you with a passion, and they've shown it time and time again. Using your pain not as something to fix, but as a political currency, they can cash in to divide, conquer, and gather as much power as possible at your expense. They don't care about you. They're enthralled by how your struggle can be weaponized to justify giving themselves more control over your life. And that's exactly what we're seeing with AOC here. She's upset that Senate Democrats ended the shutdown because, in her worldview, the real problem isn't government dysfunction. It's that working Americans didn't suffer enough to produce the political pressure she wanted so she could get what she wants out of the deal.
Exactly. And, people, getting past, with the, the whole shutdown, this, that, and the other. But there's more and more things that is showing more and more each and every day of how, they are acting and what they're saying, and more things coming out, about, these different individuals. Let me show y'all something. AOC is raising money to hand out 1,200 turkeys to families for Thanksgiving this year. Says last year we gave out this, AOC's post. Thanksgiving 2025. Last year, we gave out over 600 turkeys to families at Thanksgiving who didn't have one. This year, we hope to double that number. Please donate anything you can afford right now to give hundreds of families the opportunity to celebrate community, mutual aid, and gratitude this year. So, you have that. Oh, that's sweet that, she's doing this. Or you have people that say, oh, I completely don't care. I'm not helping you at all. Because, again, we pretty much know, that it's always something, and it's something that they're doing. Well, here's AOC talking about, having the Thanksgiving, her giving out turkeys and looking out for families and whatnot.
Starting our day out by Castle Hill in the Bronx. We're doing turkey distributions all day. We're starting in Castle Hill. Later we'll be in Throgs Neck. We got halal turkeys in Throgs Neck. And then we'll be in East Elmhurst, Queens with First Baptist and Rev Young. I want to talk to you all about all the contributions you've made. We have been able to provide over, 1,600 turkeys? 1,600 turkeys in the Bronx. And then all of your support and fundraising has raised an additional $20,000 above our raise goal, which we are giving 100% to local food pantries to help feed families this Thanksgiving. So taking you all with me, we're breaking down some boxes that you can see right there. And we are...
She doesn't have this big smile on her face because, we're giving away turkeys and we're looking out for families and this, that, and the other. I'm going to tell y'all why she got a big smile on her face. She has a big smile on her face. As AOC is already running for Senate, and she's buying votes with your tax dollars. She's shipping turkeys far and wide across New York City district, slapping her campaign sticker on every box like it's her personal giveaway. Zero mention of Americans in her video, but you know who's getting those birds? The same open border crowd she's been fighting for. Just wait. There's going to be more. Y'all just gotta. We gonna get
volunteers. We're doing the distribution, and then there are a bunch of families there so that we can really make sure that these get distributed far and wide, and we don't have a whole cluster. So look at this. We've got this whole line of cars here that come up, load it, and go out. And because of that, we have a bunch of volunteers that are loading them all up too. So let's go.
Here we go. I got it. Okay.
All right, we're going to now we're at Throgs Neck, Edison Ave in the Bronx. So we've got this huge distribution here, and Angela's got we're doing this one with Grow NYC, so they got me a new hoodie. Can you hold this for a second?
Yes.
So I got a costume change.
Yeah, full of it. Well, like I said, has that, that big smile on her face. You literally have here, is getting those birds, the same open borders crowd she's been fighting for. So, and again, there's no mention whatsoever, of the Americans. This just goes to show y'all that they don't care about Americans. Those same individuals that want to, I support AOC, those, the American citizens, that's on the left. I support AOC. I love AOC and I love what she's doing, this, that, and the other. Oh, well, those same individuals are donating cash and they're getting no whatsoever. They're not getting acknowledged for that. Nothing. They're getting no recognition whatsoever. But you have a post, New York Post says AOC email seeks donations for turkey giveaway, but the money goes straight to her campaign. Straight to her campaign. Pretty insane, y'all. Definitely pretty insane. Said she did a bogus turkey donation gimmick, asking for money to buy Thanksgiving turkeys for the needy. Yet the link she asked those to click to make donations sent to them to Act Blue. So the money that was supposed to go for the turkeys went to her campaign instead. The post says, my workers are union, have full health care plus benefits like child care help, and everyone is paid a living wage. Proceeds go to community acts like tutoring undeserved kids. Then you have here down, you go down. Can I make a purchase? Purchase are campaign contributions. Those in order to make a purchase, you must consent to contribution rules below. So you literally have a lot of that going to, again, her campaign. Pretty insane. I'm telling y'all, definitely pretty insane. I truly don't get how people support this. Like me personally, I truly just, I try my best to put out, these videos and try to explain to people and not even so much of exposing the individual. It's more so of showing what an individual is truly about. Showing what a person is truly about, and people aren't understanding this whatsoever. Check out the lies that she says, y'all.
I want to say this right now. I fully welcome Trump voters into our coalition. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but just hear me out. I cannot tell you. It just happened to me like 2 weeks ago. I can't tell you how many times someone has pulled me aside and said either I was once a big Trump voter and a Trump supporter and I watched Fox News every day, but then I started to kind of expand my world and where I got information. And now I've learned and now I've changed and I'm with you and I learn from you. Or people who meet me who are really big Republicans now, and they are shocked when they meet me because they're like, you are nothing like I was told you are. And you start to see the cogs turning, that maybe everything that they had been told from this one channel or this one ecosystem isn't the whole truth. And it is enough to spark a curiosity that makes people want to go down a longer journey of
trust and believe. It's all lies. It's all lies. I feel like that's a big lie. They tend to do this all the time. Hakeem just did it. Jasmine Crockett has done it plenty of times. There's a lot of individuals that says, oh, well, there's been Trump supporters that came to me and talked to me and said, I don't know why I voted for Trump. I don't know why this. I'm looking to support you. And it's all lies. It's truly all lies. Check it out, Greg Gutfield.
She says, I can't tell you how many times Trump supporters have come up to me and said, yes on Democrat socialism, and I can learn from you. Well, I can tell you how many. 0. Didn't happen. She made it up, because one thing you know about Trump supporters, they're pretty solid on their beliefs about socialism. They make it pretty clear. That's like a dog saying, I can't believe how many times a fire hydrant has come up to me and said, hey, I really like getting peed on. Because that's what socialists look at America as a petri dish. We're the lab rats in their experiment. AOC is saying, you know, lab rats, come join us. Embrace your tormentors. All socialists begin by saying they're Democrat socialists. And then when that fails, they drop the adjective, they go full authoritarian. Look at Venezuela. The leader, I can't remember, was it the ugly guy or the other guy? He pushed socialism for the 21st century. That was the slogan. Then he quickly shifted into authoritarianism he took control of the military, took control of the courts, took control of the elections, concentrated power. That's what happens. There's no such thing as Democrat socialism. It's just socialism. There's a class system here. It's the people who make decisions and the rest of us. Trump's role in that bifurcation, he's the agent on behalf of the rest of us. He's our a-hole lawyer that protects us from the elites. AOC pretends that it's the same role that they provide, that you can just simply switch lawyers. Come over to our side. She is actually arguing on the power structure that made our lives hell. Think about everything that she's done. She was for defunding the police, higher taxes, more regulation. She chased Amazon out of New York. She's pro-sanctuary and trans, cashless bail. None of these things any Trump supporter would ever go for. So she's making
Exactly. And then on top of that, to add, you know, to add the what is it, the icing on the cake. There we go. The icing on the cake. You know, again, this is AOC, and obviously, you know, joining her, you know, the rest of the left, and literally telling the U.S. military to disobey official orders from their superiors, including President Trump. Now, y'all would think, people that have supported Trump, this, that, and the other, y'all think that this is something that, I mean, come on, y'all. Lie she tells.
To be honest, the president's remarks I think, indicate a level of instability. It's not just shocking, it's not just offensive, it's bizarre, it is erratic, it's volatile, and I think it indicates a mental state that we should all be questioning right now, whether that's emotional, mental, what have you. It is not normal to make these accusations. It is not normal to invoke these kinds of threats of violence. And it's also not normal to also dramatically misquote, as Carolyn Leavitt was doing, what these members of Congress said. They made a very clear message to U.S. service members, which is that you do not have to obey an illegal order. And I think that's an important message to reiterate, because this administration seems to be increasingly trying to go down that path. And for President Trump to respond so strongly with threats of accusations of sedition and threats of violence, I think indicates a nerve that was hit that I think it has been responded to in a completely inappropriate way.
One thing about it is that people need to understand again that these individuals are trying their best. They are trying their best to tear down everything that President Trump, and obviously they can't, but they're doing everything in their power. And I'll tell y'all why they're doing it. They're doing this all to make President Trump look bad. A lot of this, they're literally doing that. I mean, we constantly see this every day, that they'll do something so they can blame President Trump. This video in particular, let's say, they have an individual do something, or they have, somebody do this and it's completely wrong. They're not going to see this. Trust and believe, this is something that they won't see. They're looking at that bigger picture. Oh, well, President Trump, he had this going on and this and that. And that. You know, they look at that, and it's definitely sad that they're doing this. They're doing everything they can because they have nothing to offer. They have nothing going whatsoever, and they're trying their best. But I'm telling y'all, it's not gonna work out. Not gonna work out at all. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe. I definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Let me know your comments and thoughts down below. I'm gonna try to get to everybody's comment. If I don't, I definitely apologize. Catch y'all next one.